I did a channel before your reading and I got a massage therapist getting a really big knot under their thumb like this and kind of trying to, you know, sometimes if you're even massaging yourself and you hit a spot kind of like here or whatever and you can feel it in your nose or you can feel it somewhere else. So it feels like there is a knot of something, could be psychological, could even be like physical, that you have tight shoulders. But then I was getting the cards out for your reading and this came up, which was lonely. And I was like, okay, because I wasn't particularly getting that in my channel. And then this one, the broken healer. Now that is interesting, worth putting my glasses on for. What wounds have given you wisdom and how can you use them to help yourself or others? Now, sometimes when you have cards like this, they put a positive spin on it, okay? And I'm not trying to take away the positive spin, you know? I'm not here to be like, let's find the misery in every card we can. But I also feel that before, and this is channeled, before you can become a healer, you need to be healed. That's really important, okay? To the point, I'm going to write it down because I will forget it. So, before you can become the healer, you need to be healed. Okay. I'm going to take one more of those, and I already know which tarot I'm using for you because it's going to be the Enchanted Veil. I can kind of feel that. The Enchanted Veil tarot is very good if you're trying to get behind something, okay? I want one more of these. Ooh. I feel weird about this card. Ooh. The Warrior. I'm going to take 3 because I feel like this is an outlier of a card. I can't explain that, okay? It's not entirely your energy is what I'm getting. So this could be somebody on your periphery. And there it is. Ooh, this is like, you know, in painting when they have a triptych where you get 3 pictures that are a series. This is your triptych. The Guardian. Nice. Who or what makes you feel safe? How can you create more of that feeling for yourself? That was what I was getting, was how can you feel safe? How can you ensure that safety for yourself? And also I want to kind of, I think some of you will already know, and do let me know in the comments and do help each other out in the comments. You know, it does help for us to read each other's stories. You don't put identifying things in there, but just what you're going through, what you've been through. It feels formative, and that's come up for a lot of signs this month and last month, and it's given me an itchy ear. So that could mean that this could be your younger years. I'm kind of getting your early teens. There were experiences for some of you in your early teens, could have been with early boyfriends, girlfriends, friendships, could even be like at home, what was going on for you. What I'm really getting, and this is only for 1 or 2 of you, particularly with this card, is that there was a big difference between what was going on at home, what was the atmosphere at home, and how you showed up in public life. And that may still be the case, like how you showed up at school. I think some of you very high achieving, you know, you were inverted commas good, the one that didn't particularly need the attention or supervising at school. But there was more of a messiness at home where there was a neatness at school. Okay, you were showing up. I'm even getting, this is really weird, I'm even getting, God, and you must let me know, one of you, did you have a denim pencil case? I'm getting this dark denim pencil case with this rather nice zip, and I'm talking an old school zip. You know, yes, I have gone crazy, but when you channel, and I've got no choice, I've got to say it. You know the old school zip where instead of being like a plastic zzz, it's like a metal, but it's smooth, and it's on this denim pencil case, and it's got nice clean things in there, like a really nice rubber. It sounds mad. You know, you like your pens and pencils to be right, your little ruler, maybe your handwriting was very neat. Underneath this, I feel like a couple of things. I feel like underneath this, there was a warrior. And also some of you may have had a particular teacher, family friend, granny, I don't know, whoever it was who really stuck up for you or who saw what other people didn't see. I think, Libra, that you're going through a time, whenever you get this reading is the right time to get this reading, by the way, and it will be for the next few weeks. You're going through a time where, and it could be, I think you may have had this last month, but I'm getting this feeling of whatever mask that you've been wearing, you are feeling more empowered to take it off. I'm just going to write that down. If I'm channeling, I forget everything afterwards. I guess, I don't know, maybe it's a confidentiality thing. The universe is like, shh, so I'll write it down. Okay, now, a few cards fell out when I was shuffling in one go, and I'm inclined to take them, okay, as they are. Oh, that's lovely. This is very beautiful, actually. God, that's so nice. Okay, this is very beautiful. First off, I've got the Three of Cups, which is connection. And it's connection, it's connecting back to family, friends, relationships, lovers, whichever kind of relationships. But I think it relates to all of them. So in other words, I think it relates to connecting with colleagues, connecting with maybe friends. And we are in, as I'm doing this reading, and God, don't I know it, itchy nose. If I get an itchy nose, by the way, I'm onto something. So Mercury retrograde in Pisces is playing out for us as we're doing this reading. So it's taking us back to your old connections, your old friends, old lovers, but also a feeling of reconnection. And that doesn't mean that you're going to go fishing around your little black book and calling up all your exes. It just means there's something here about understanding what happened in the past, connecting the dots. And it feels like you do have a guardian. Now, this could be a real life person, like a therapist or anybody actually, who is, I don't know, someone who can connect the dots for you that you can't connect. But it can also be someone who's passed over. It can be angels. It can be whatever it is for you. But you're going to know who or what that is. Caffeine is on. Then we have what I think looks like Bob Geldof after a very heavy night out with the Boomtown Rats in 1980 something. But it's actually the Nine of Cups. It's a weird message because the Nine of Cups is very often someone who's sitting at a table, you know, and they've had 3 helpings of Angel Delight and they're like, my work here is done. This is exactly what I wanted. You know, this would be me if someone gave me a variety box of Booja chocolates. I'd be like, yes. Nine of Cups, Jupiter and Pisces. What do you want? What is your fulfillment? What do you love? What will give you satisfaction? What is your heart's desire? Okay? Now, if this is resonating, please do take a moment as I pick up the next gorgeous card to hit the hype button. If you hit the like button, ding-a-ling-a-ling, you go left, 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 and you'll see it after, like, I don't even know, clip, whatever other crap that you never look at, there is a hype button. And if you hype the video, it will get shown to more Librans. I know, magic. It feels like your heart's desire because we have this, of course, the broken heart, can also mend it. Giving me an itchy ear. Okay. And with that in mind, the Two of Cups. Ring ding ding a ding a dong a ding dong. We love the Two of Cups. But the Two of Cups as well, for me in particular, it's fitting really well with you as a Libran, because Librans have a lot of grace. Sometimes, and someone else got this, and it could have been Scorpio, possibly. I'm getting a swan, and the swans are very graceful, but underneath the water they work very, very hard, you know? That's kind of how I see it. They're like, it's an ugly paddle under the water. If you were filming it from the bottom up, it would be like, but above it's swing, serene, gliding. So there's something here about the fact that you are kind of elegant, you're kind of serene, kind of demure. Librans are naturally quite demure and elegant and serene and tidy and put together. And, you know, your houses are very often artistically right in a way that I'm a messy Pisces. Mine looks like a weird, it looks like a fortune teller's junkyard, you know, that kind of look. Libran, my sister's a Libran. She has a knack. She just has a knack. Everything looks like it should be there and it just looks nice. Also, and this is just a tip, but your colour is supposed to be pink, and pink is a difficult colour, you know, but she painted a living room pink recently, and I'm not talking like shocking pink, I'm talking the kind of pink that you're always looking for. It looks amazing. So just give that a thought when you're choosing paint colours. A pale pink. Two of Cups, Venus in Cancer. I call it the you put the phone down first card. I see you and you see me. This is a card of true intimacy shared between two people. And the universe is interested in this for you, however it manifests and whatever it takes. And there's something here about the broken heart, the warrior, the guardian. The universe wants to heal your broken heart. But that is not in a sort of make you feel better kind of a way. It's about bringing you to a sense of realization, to a sense of authenticity. I'm going to write that down. Okay. What challenges this, please? What challenges this? What challenges the Two of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Three of Cups? In other words, connection. You put the phone down first. Intimacy. Being seen. Seeing others. What challenges this, please? What challenges the heart's desire? And for some of you, this plays out in terms of relationships. And for some of you, this plays out in terms of finding yourself, falling in love with yourself. Oof. There's a lot here. This is what's kind of challenging you. And we get the Four of Swords, and we're looking here at burnout. And I'm talking here as if your sort of central nervous system has been overstimulated for so many years that you're in a feeling of, you know, you can't get enough still time. Yeah, how can I prioritize self-care to replenish mental and emotional energy? I'm going to say that's a big question for you in terms of however you do that. For some people, it's nutrition. For other people, it's yoga. For other people, it's wild swimming. It's never going to be my thing, but it works for a lot of people. Getting some more sunlight for vitamin D, getting out there, anything, reading, anything that calms that nervous system. Walking is particularly good. I know it sounds a bit mad and a bit like, really, what's that got to do with it? But it has everything to do with it. You also get the Hermit as the challenge. I quite like this. Are you withdrawing from the world? What truths are you avoiding? Can I embrace solitude and introspection as a path to self-discovery? And then finally, the Queen of Cups, feeling the feelings, feeling what you feel, connecting to what you feel or felt. How can I honour emotional depth and vulnerability, my own emotional depth and vulnerability, while maintaining healthy boundaries and self-care practices? The self-care practices are big. This one wanted to come out too. Okay. And then we have the Page of Swords. This is about new feelings, new thoughts, new practices, things that you want to get into, things you want to learn, things you want to teach. How can you explore them if you are hesitant because of fear of criticism or judgment? Okay. And again, this is more about how you show up and how you're seen by others. You get the Page of Pentacles. This was in your original bunch of cards that came out. The Page of Pentacles is a card about being slow and not overtaxing your nervous system. This is nothing to be happening too quickly. Everything to be happening with a sense of moderation. Mercury retrograde is a strong pull to go back, to remember, to see, to redesign, to reconstruct, but not all in one day, not all in 1 week, maybe not all in 1 month or year. This is just telling you gradual, gradual, gradual. The Four of Cups. If you are particularly emotionally pumped about something, if you are charged by something, come on, little twinkle. Just letting the cat in. Wow. Just going to shut the door. If you're emotionally charged by something, I call this card just slipping into emotional neutral. Doing what you need to do, rest and relaxation, to just take the edge off. And then you get the Fool. I love this. Is this your... No, there are others, aren't there? No, there aren't. This is your only tarot card at the moment in the major arcana. Now, think of full moons, so watch out for full moons, full moon eclipses, any of those things in terms of fulfillment. And I know that full moons are not naturally beginning cards. Obviously, new moons are more about new beginnings, but there's something here for you about your new beginning is in a wheel of completion. So you will be completing a cycle and beginning a cycle. Let's take a few cards, and there will be an extended love reading after this. The extended love reading, I do you and me side by side. Okay, so you and their energy, and we explore it kind of forensically and what brings us together. So we have a third deck in the middle as a bridge. Okay, but let's take some cards here and just explore, oh, there it is again, the dynamic for your love life. That one is definitely you. This is very nice. I'm going to take one more. It is that one. I love that card. This is the Sarsaparilla Tarot that I'm using for your love life. Many people ask me about it. Okay, 9 of Cups comes up again. Now this time we've not got Bob Geldof, we've got like 1950s man and an inflatable turkey. The pictures change, the meanings don't. 9 of Cups, what is your heart's desire? It's being addressed in some kind of close personal relationship here. It's a lovely card and you've got it twice, but it might also be a challenge to you, where the universe is kind of challenging you, saying, what do you want, Libra? Do you really want what this is? Or do you want something else? Okay. You also get Major Arcana, the Empress, which of course is a very Libran card. It represents Venus, Aphrodite, the goddesses of love. You are ruled by Venus. You are the Empress in this. It feels divine feminine power, but without actually getting off your chair. And it's hard to explain, but the Empress is all four queens rolled into one. A lot of wisdom. There's obviously the four elements. I can never get them right. Air, earth, water, and fire. Yes. And you have all of these things rolled into one, and you have more wisdom than you know that you have. And this is about you not being afraid to be in your feminine energy. Divine feminine energy, which is, I have decided, and I don't need to give a rationale. I don't even know logically why I feel this. I'm just feeling it. There's a sense of feeling. There's a sense of femininity. There's a sense of healing, but there's also a sense of me first. As in, I can't save you if I can't save myself first. I can't heal you if I can't heal myself first. And also, well, we've got the Ace of Wands. This is attraction. There's a high attraction here. It could be like physical attraction. It can be a, what do they call it? Psychic attraction. That's big. Between you and someone else could be, I don't know, you will know who it is. A physical attraction, a psychic attraction, but also we get what I call the meat and potatoes love card, the 2.4 kids and the white picket fence here, literally the white picket fence, with the 10 of Pentacles, which is, this is my actual future here. And it can look like anything. It can look like you, them and the dog, you, them and 50 kids, whatever it is, okay? But it's like, what is your heart's desire? What is your end goal? And does this particular relationship, scenario, person fit that? And then, this was the card that really, really wanted to be pulled, the Lovers. The Lovers. This is about ultimately a choice of some kind. Usually when you get the Lovers, it's a choice that's made down the line. It's not right now. Nothing should be right now. There should be no urgency about what's going on with you in terms of love and relationships and your own self-healing. This is slow. This is sure. This is steady. Anything that feels like it should be fast or any sense of urgency in you is not your Empress energy. That's anxiety. And anxiety is going to take you back into the loop that I think you've been in before, of covering up, of showing up with it all together. You know, I've got everything together. It's okay. You don't need to worry about me. When underneath, you're madly pedaling. There's something here about neither madly pedaling or gliding along like the swan. You're just walking one foot in front of the other. You're just a human. You know, it's a difficult job to be a human for all of us every day, to show up, to wake up, to get up, to be. And there's something here about you realizing you deserve your place on the planet just for being. And that's before any relationship except the one you have with yourself. It's a lot. Almost got my pointy finger out there. If you want to join me for the extended love reading, I will be selecting a deck for you and a deck for the other person and a deck for the middle. And then we will be examining those with shadow cards, clarifying cards, challenging them. We will be asking, is there anything, I normally ask, what's your current situation? Is there anything hiding we can't see? What's the best course of action? What's the outcome? And then whatever weirdness also comes out on the side, we dig into that. The link is below in the description box. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.